am healthy, have no dependents, earn 10 piastres a month, as paid master 20, and I'm asking honourably for your hand.
So, Mr. Sharma, that suits me.
This cross belonged to my mother, Dushi Vashnanta. The chain is silver. Please wear it.
Thank you, son.
Now I must harness the horses. I will just take the women to the troops and remain loyal. When the war's over, I'll come back. In 2 weeks or 3. I hope my Teddy won't get tired in waiting for my return.
So, Mr. Sharma, I shall wait for you.
I thank you, Dushi Vashnanta, and farewell. Terrible is the temptation to do good. Too long she sat with the child. Evening came, night came, dawn came. Too long she sat. Too long she watched the soft breathing, the little fists. Till towards morning the temptation grew too strong. She rose. She leaned over. She sighed. She lifted the child. She carried him off. Like booty, she took him for herself. Like a thief, she sneaked away.
And this one hasn't got scenery, it's a lot more simple.
This one you don't have to worry about where your back's facing, because you're always facing an audience.
A few different characters, so it's a lot harder to get into it. It's a lot harder.
And the costume is a lot more simple, they're all the same.
The relationships. in before, in our other one, the relationships were sisters, so it was easier to portray. But here you can't have relationships on because it's all different. You have so many different relationships with everyone.
I have another question for all of you. When you're working in a close-knit group, what are some of the difficulties and some of the more positive aspects and the advantages of working in theatre and
You've got to be more aware of everyone else.
You've got to try
If
not
you're
to
with everybody else.
overpower them.
I feel that when you work with other people, it can be easier because they can help with your lines. Like they can give you cues for your lines and they can help you with what you're doing.
It's easier to work together because you can like
spatial awareness of where everyone is.
But you do have to make sure you try and work as one. Yeah, there's more than one.
Okay, now I've got some questions individually. Naveen, what other plays or musicals did Brett either write or collaborate?
He wrote Strictly Opera along with Kurt Bile. He wrote Mother Courage and Life of Cameron. And Men of Upon Men. Something. I can't remember.
And Marnie, it says Brett's life is divided into several parts. Can you describe it briefly?
Well, first of all, he was living in Germany, but then he left Germany when World War II started because he was against the Nazis, and he got to get executed, so he got found out he didn't believe in what they were doing. So then he moved to America, but they were against the communists, and he wasn't actually a communist, but he believed in some of the communist beliefs. But he wasn't actually fully paid up, but they suspected. So then he moved back to Germany.
Fraser, in Caucasian society, who does Gusha marry?
Well, first of all, she sort of like gets engaged with me, as you saw, and she goes off into the mountains and she marries a man who's supposed to be dying, but he's not. He's just saying that because he doesn't want to get conscripted into the army.
How does she divorce?
How did she divorce? Well, she didn't actually mean to divorce Aznak, the judge. She divorced them by accident instead of divorcing the other couple that he was meant to have.
Who does she marry? I think it's covered that. So then who does she marry?
Simon.
Simon, right, yes. Claire, who is Azdak?
He was a clerk, but because he could get his way out of situations easily, they promoted him to a judge. And he
Was he any good at that?
no, he was always drunk. But he just did everything. He would have done anything to save his own life.
Annabelle, can you please describe the first scene of this movie?
Well, at the start, it starts in a valley, and these farmers, and they're arguing over this valley. And then you have this one man who says, well, I'll tell you a story, and they act out the play, and then goes on the story of Bruges, etc.
Naveen, what is the name of the famous theatre company Brett founded when he returned to East Germany? Anyone?
Berlin Ensemble.
Right. How did this company influence European theatre, Naveen?
Because it was done.
All right, Annabelle, anybody?
He brought the style of animation, which I suppose a lot of people followed to try it out all over the world, where it took his place.
Normally they were like, I am an actor and I am doing this.
Yeah, they never communicated with the audience.
Actually, their person, they weren't themselves being someone, they were actually the person that they were. He had bigger cast than
They could communicate with the audience.
All right, good. Marnie, how does Simon react when he finds Grusha after the war?
But he's not very happy because
Why?
she's got married to
What
somebody
else?
else. But then he's been away a long time, so he's really upset and he's quite distraught, but he tries to cover it up.
Why is he so upset and distraught?
Well, because I was meant to be marrying him,
Yes, but there's another reason why.
because I've got a child,
Yes.
and he doesn't know that it's not mine. But he tries to cover it up, but then he's still in love with her, because when they're in the court scene, he says that it's his child. He doesn't, you know, even know. It's not.
Claire, why does Grusha not return to Grusinia at her first available opportunity?
Because she's kissing Aisha over the head back at work.
Annabelle, where does the Prince Kespiki come from?
Comes from a neighbouring town.
Yes, what's he called?
Nuka.
Nuka. How would you describe Kespiki?
Well, he's a very large man, as you can see. He's very full of himself, I
Is
think.
he kind, gentle?
I wouldn't say he's a kind, I think he'd be a very brutal man, not very kind of gentle, like tells everybody else what to do, bosses people about. And he teases people. I think he was teasing the governor at the start. And I think he was trying to be friendly with him so to get information out of him about what he was going to do.
Everyone, are there any other ways you could have performed this play?
Yeah, you can do crossage.
Yes?
And
You can have a bigger cast. Yeah, because we play lots of parts.
yeah, we could have had scenery.
Anything else?
A lot more light.
We could have costumes and like all
Make
that.
up more costumes, because there's a bit of hint of costume.
As in the Caucasian short circle, it's a play of many characters and many scenes. Do you have any idea how cheaply to recreate these scenes? That's what I mean is within a very limited budget, apart from the way we've done it here.
Can you explain it differently?
Yeah, because
There are many characters in this play, many scenes in the play. And would you, as a group, who were perhaps redirecting it, is there any other way you would do it within a very limited budget? You've taken the thing that it's in black and white. Is there any other way? Any creative decisions you would make? With cost of the budget? Right, hang on, let's just come back to you in the please.
We
Sorry,
could
Anna.
have had it like all in brown, for instance. Different colours, like had different
yeah, you could
colours
have
in
it bright.
the royalty and
Flamboyant.
the more cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could use like the same props for different characters.
Right, good. Fraser?
She said last
Oh, fine, okay. Right, and the last one is, at the moment, did you find the Russian words difficult to say?
Yeah.
How do you think you benefited from being involved with a German playwright writing a play based on an old Chinese legend set in the old Soviet Union?
It teaches you history.
Yes. I feel I've had a wider outlook because I've always done like West and
Yeah, we've never done a
I've
theatre
never done
around,
art
so it's
before.
a new adventure.
Yeah, that's the thing with the theatre in the round table. You're playing a lot of characters. You've got
You have to concentrate more.
Yes, sorry, mine.
When you have to change from character to character, you really have to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
More responsibility.
Yeah.
Lots of parts.
There's a lot more entrances.
You have to look after and get well done.
Right. Charlie, a question for you. Where do you come from?